Good morning, respected principal, vice president, vice principal, esteemed faculty members, distinguished guests, and dear past participants. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all once again to the second international conference, Cluster Clave 2025. Today, as we begin day two, let us continue our journey of learning and exploration with the same enthusiasm as yesterday. To begin this, let us recall the key highlights of day one. May I invite Ms. Moslin Esther, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to present the summary of day one.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Cluster Clave 2025. I hope you all found yesterday's session insightful and engaging. Let us go through the quick recap of yesterday's sections. Mr. Paul Matthew, Senior Manager, Data Architecture at AIA Singapore, gave us a clear understanding of what data really is, fact and informations from daily life, and the first stage of data journey. He showed how raw data transferred into meaningful information and then introduced as a data science as a way of future trends and behavior using AI and machine learning. We also saw practical examples like ATM cash needs and loan approval and explored tools such as Python, Excel, Power BI to creating dashboards to show ATM usage and branch deposit to help manager making decisions and data science. It is the forward looking stage to approving loans or identifying customers likely to close their loans account. At last, this section emphasizing the importance of data as the foundation of decision making and showcase how data science, MI and machine learning generate insight in real world applications. Days 1, Section 2 speaker was Dr. J. Karthik, head of the Computer Science Department Information Science in Annamalai University. He was explained about the analytics of importance of AI, its predictions highlight several advantage including marketing, better decision reducing cost and risk, and increasing efficiency. It helped business gain a competitive edges by staying ahead of market trends. These decisions also showed how predict analytics is essential for AI applications like recommendation engines used by Amazon's and Netflix and as smart operations. Future trends like that integrating of generative AI and real-time analytics were also discussed. The summary of day 1 and day 2 International Conference Cluster Cave 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. With that thought, now I request Mrs. Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to introduce today's guest, Dr. Ganapreet Kaur, Associate Professor, Chitra College.
A very good morning to everyone present here. It's my immense pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Gaganpreet Kaur, an accomplished academician, researcher, and innovator in the field of computer science and engineering. She holds a PhD degree in computer science engineering from IK Gujarat Punjab Technical University, with her research focusing on multimodal biometric authentication systems. She also completed her BTech and MTech in the same discipline, laying a strong foundation for her academic journey. With nearly 2 decades of teaching experience, she has served in prestigious institutions including Guru Kshetra University, Sri Guru Granth Sahib World University, Chandigarh University, and currently Chitkara University, where she continues to inspire students in areas such as cybersecurity, programming, and artificial intelligence. Her research contributions are truly remarkable. She has published over 100 research papers in reputed SCI, Scopus Index journals, and conferences, and authored multiple books with leading international publishers like CRC Press, Bentham Science, IGI Global, and Lab Lambert. She also guided several MTech and PhD scholars, contributing to the growth of young researchers. Beyond publications, she is the true innovator with 17 patents to her credit in areas spanning IoT, AI, cybersecurity, healthcare systems, and smart devices. Her excellence has been widely recognized. She received the Best Engineering College Teacher Award for Punjab State in 2024 from the Indian Society for Technical Education, as well as multiple excellence awards Indians at Chitkara University for her outstanding performance. She has also contributed to the academic community as an editor, reviewer, and session chair in numerous international conferences and reputed journals. Her journey is a perfect blend of teaching, research, and innovation. Her dedication to advancing knowledge in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and sustainable technologies continues to make a lasting impact. We are truly honored to have her with us today as our guest speaker at this international conference. Once again, I welcome you, ma'am. Thank you. The session is over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm very thankful and to the Annai Violet Arts, Science and College, who is having this opportunity of the second international conference on recent innovation in technology and society has been taken up by them. And this cluster conclave has been, I think, has been very informative from the past last 2 days. So, moving to my topic, I'm going to present my topic for the conference. My screen is visible.
Yeah, visible, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So my topic for the today session is unlocking the power of prompts. ChatGPT is a tool for scholars and teachers. Now we all know that we have to work on the different teaching and learning platforms, and since we are in teaching process, we need to create the various content for the preparation in academics and research also. And since we are living in the area of AI, and we have a lot of tools available in generative AI based segment also, different AI based applications are also used for creating the different type of academic teaching learning content. So we can create the manuals, we can create the graphs, we can create the flow charts, question papers, all from the different specific set of data by using these tools. There are numerous applications which are available, but the people are mostly focusing on the new tool that is the Chat GPT. So in this particular session, we are
Ma'am,
going to,
excuse me, ma'am.
yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, it would be better if you run the slideshow, ma'am. You can just
I'm
move
still
to
on
the
the first
slide.
slide only. I'll open it. Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Thank you,
okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. It's visible.
No, no, not yet, ma'am.
I just see. It's visible
No,
now? Okay.
visible, ma'am, but we need the slideshow, ma'am. It's still
This is
in
a
the.
slideshow only. This is slideshow only.
Okay, okay, because
Yeah, it's a
the full screen
slideshow.
is
I'm on
not
the first
appearing,
slide.
ma'am.
It's visible now.
It's visible, ma'am, but the full slides are appearing.
Half full slideshow like this only it's going to run. Let me check it out. I have given the full slideshow, ma'am. Just a moment, just a moment. See, I'm just opening and I'm running it from the beginning. The full slide is visible. Let me connect it from another point. I'll come to know. See, it's visible, ma'am. Lakshmi, ma'am, I'm audible.
Ma'am, you can continue, ma'am. You're visible.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine,
Yeah.
fine, done. I'll just check it. Yes, check it. Yes, check it. Yes, check it. Full slide is not coming.
There are options right corner, bottom right corner.
My full slides are not visible, I hope.
The full
Should I
screen is
share the
not.
slides with you?
Yes, ma'am. If possible, we can just load it, ma'am. If you put
Yeah,
plus
I'm
plus,
loading it.
load it. We can share it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
visible now. Yeah,
now it's
okay,
okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, done. It's okay now. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about the various power of the prompts, that is the chat GPT, how they can help us as a scholars, as a teachers also. As I discussed that there are different AI-based segments available and for creation of the different data, which is very much available, which is helpful in preparation for the academics as well as research. We can also create the graphs, flow charts, diagrams. We can create the various question papers, etc., from using these chat GPT. So in this session, we are going to see what are the various available platforms which are available to us and how we can make use of the prompt engineering for the chat GPT tools. So the session goal for me are basically it will enable the faculty to discover, explore, and practically apply the AI tools. I'll show the practical areas also how we can work on the practical tools, how we can enhance our research workflow. That is how we can do the literature review to the writing and data analysis, and then the visualization of the work can be done. So these would be my goals, my the topics which I'm going to discuss in the further slides. That is introduction to generative AI and academic content development, need of AI in research, understanding the prompt engineering, key elements of the effective prompts, what are the techniques for writing the useful powerful prompts, or what are the benefits of the prompt engineering, what are the application of chat GPT in the research and teaching, then exploring the various customized GPT tools like Score GPT, Scholar GPT, and Write for Me. Then we can also discuss the various websites like Perplexity and Chat with any PDF. So lastly, we are going to discuss the ethical and consideration and the limitation of the AI in the use. Starting with the prompt engineering, if I talk about the prompt engineering, I would say that AI is now not a buzzword. It's actively transforming the people, that transforming us also, that how we can teach, how we can research, and how even we can think of this. One of the central skill all we need to master is the prompt engineering, that is how to communicate effectively with these AI tools to get the best possible results, right? So that is important for us. Now, if I talk about these various AI tools, they are available for the teaching and learning process also. We can create the graphs, flowchart, diagram, images, videos, animation, presentations also with these tools. And since we are in AI tools, so we are mostly relying on the AI tools. And these tools are basically available in the generative AI based segment. So, in order to use these tools effectively, what we need is we need to learn the prompt engineering. Now I'm just going to show this figure. Now you can just see from this figure that the global market size is increasing. And with the advent of the AI, if you just see the thousand of the chatbots are now available to us. And by 2030, the number is going to increase exponentially, right? So it's giving a clear prominence that AI ChatGPT has achieved the million of users in just 5 days, right? Like DeepSeek is now released, chatbot are giving competition to the ChatGPT also. Now 2,000 ChatGPTs are available to us for presentation and graphics work. Now this is just clear from this kind of the picture, where the other platforms like Instagram, Spotify, Dropbox, Facebooks have taken a lot of time to reach the 1 million user. It has just surpassed this particular figure in the 5 days only. So this is available that the ChatGPT has taken the 5 days to reach the 1 billion users. Well, it's a big number. Now, why AI in the research? Now, the topic is why we need the AI in research. If I talk about the AI in the research, as far as we can say that AI chatbot are concerned, we should know their architecture. We should know by what we are going to get the information, how we are going to get the knowledge, best knowledge. So if I ask the chat gpt to create the question paper for me, or I would say to generate a license key for me, it will give an error, right? So it will give me an error message that it's not allowed to us. So here comes the role of the prompt engineering. So there is a role of prompt engineering. If I talk about how this AI is working in the research, is it is going to accelerate our literature review part and discovery part. For the researcher, it's very much beneficial. It will assist in understanding and simplifying the complex papers, which are sometimes very difficult for us to understand. It will help us or aid us in data analysis and visualization part also. It will enhance our writing and referencing part, and it will support the interdisciplinary collaboration also. That is a basic advantage we're going to get from the AI in the research. Now, these are the various tools available in the research. If I talk about the Copilot, BART, then we can say the Chat GPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, they all has got the LLM model at the back end, right? And using this knowledge inside the LLM, we can extract and we can get the best outcomes available to us. So the best part is we should know what prompts are to be used and what prompts are to be given to our model in order to extract the best knowledge from these chatbots. So if I'm talking about the prompt engineering, if it is given by the McKinsey and Company, that prompt engineering is a practice of designing the inputs for the AI tools that will produce the optimal outputs. Or it is the input given to a AI tools are known as the prompt, and the practice of writing them is known as prompt engineering. The source has been taken that the generative AI system is designed to generate the specific output based on the quality of the prompts. Prompt engineering helps the generative AI models to comprehend and respond to the wide range of the queries from the simple to the high technical part. So, if I talk about these things, it's very important to know what the chat gpt what the prompt engineering is. So good prompt engineering is like a question given to a student. It will be framed well, and it can reveal the deep thoughtful response. If the vague question is given, it will leave the student confused only. So the process of creating the effective prompts for the machine learning model are basically to generate the human-like responses. That is, we are going to prompt to a chat GPT model or the chatbots which are available to us, and then they are going to give us the best possible outcomes. So writing the prompts so that the fine-tuning of the chatbot can be done, and effective better results can also be found from these particular websites, right? So to provide a language model so that appropriate context and information can be extracted. If I talk about what are the basic parts of the prompt, we can say there are basic four parts: context, instruction, input, and response. Now let's see what is the first part, that is we are talking about the context. Say this is an example: considering the recent research on the climate change, summarize the main finding in the attached report and present your summary in a journalistic style. Now in this case, the first part, that is considering the recent research on the climate change, is context. Then the instruction is that you have to summarize the main finding in the attached report, and then you have to present how you have to present the report, that is in the journalistic style, that is the response format. And the input data is the attached report which we are going to attach to the data. So the first part, that is context, is basically specifying any information you want the model to use, or you want to generate any answer. The context will help the model to arrive at the better responses. Then second is the input data, which is given to the prompt. That is the specific piece of information which you want the model to consider when generating its output. It could be a text snippet, it could be a document or a PDF file, or a set of numbers which you want the model to process, right? And third comes is the instruction part. If I talk about instruction, is that is you are going to tell the model what you actually want or expect from it to do, and it is going to clearly outline the action you are asking the model to perform. And last comes the response format, that is how you want the response from the model. You want in a bullet form, you want in a paragraph form, you want in a textual form, you want a procedural form. What kind of mode you want for the format or the style, you're going to specify in the response format. So these are basically the four parts of the prompt. Now, what are the various techniques which are available for the prompt engineering? If I talk about the prompt engineering, First is basically the zero shot prompting. Now it's basically providing the model with a direct instruction to the question without any additional context or the example available to us. Then the few shot prompting is providing the model with a few examples of the desired input and output pairs to help it to understand the task. Next comes the chain of thought prompting, encouraging the model to break down the complex reasoning into the series of intermediate steps. And last is the iterative prompting, that is refining the prompt based on the AI responses to get the better outcome. Now, what are the techniques for best or the effective prompt writing? What are the techniques which are available for the prompt writing? So if I take about this, first is be specific and clear. For example, instead of using tell me about the change in the climate, you can use the word like summarize the key causes and the impacts of the climate change with the example. Secondly is use of the role based prompt, that is example is act as a history professor and explain the causes of the second world war. That is you can use as a role based prompt. Third is you can provide the context and the constraints, that is summarize the social media on the mental health in 150 words. You can use such kind of prompt. Then you can use the breakdown complex queries. Instead of saying explain the quantum mechanics, you can use explain the basics of quantum mechanics with the example of quantum entanglement, right? So last part comes is when we are talking about the effective prompt writing is encourage the critical thinking and analysis. For example, we can say compare and contrast the effect of capitalism and socialism on the economic growth. So these are the various techniques we can use if we are giving the prompt, rather than just simply writing give me this answer or tell me about the climate change. Try to use these kind of prompts for effective prompt writing so that chat gpt can give you better answer. Next is what are the benefits of the prompt writing. Obviously, as you have seen that ChatGPT they works on the prompt. So obviously, when we are using the best prompts or using the prompt engineering, what we are going to get is we are going to get the better tool for ingesting or summarizing the text, right? Then, if we are using a well-crafted prompt, they are going to guide the AI model to get you or provide you with the more relevant, accurate, and personalized responses. Now, because the AI system involve the use of highly engineered prompts, it make the long-term interaction with the AI more efficient and satisfying. Right. So these things are available, and try to use the prompt engineering when you're working with the various chatbots. Now, what are the various application areas for the chat GPT? If we talk about the chat GPT, we can just think of a personal assistant. This is a personal assistant which is tireless, which is fast, and which is almost freely available to us. So we can create the content generation, we can create the creative text in the form of conversations, stories, articles, and poetry. We can use the language translation also. It can give you the translation part also. It can do the proofreading for your work. It can review and correct the spellings also, syntax error. All these things can be done by the chat gpt. So these are the applications for the further for the chat GPT. If I talk about the applications, first is it is going to summarize the long article which is available to us, and we don't have a time to go into that detail or depth in order to read that particular article. We can just make use of the chat GPT with the good prompt. We can do the concept reinforcement. We can generate, debug, and explain the software code. We can rephrase our text also. We can solve the numerical problem. So these all the things can be done by the chat gpt, right? Next, the chat gpt in the research. Now obviously the since the world is changing, we are moving to the AI part. The chat gpt is now in our every part, in every field or every sphere of our life. So it's also working. The researchers are now using the chat gpt. They can generate the literature review by summarizing the academic sources. They can refine their research questions also for more clarity. They can analyze the data trends, how the data is working. If we have a large amount of information, how the data trends are there. And they can also aid in writing the technical part or for their papers, like abstract summaries and introduction can also be written by them. So this was the part for the chat GPT in the research. Now I'm going to discuss explore GPTs. I hope you people know what the explore GPT is there. The explore GPT is an option available in chat GPT. I'll be showing you also along with the work that what this particular chat GPT is. Now they help you to allow you specialized version of the chat GPT designed to perform the specific task or domain areas. They are known as the customized GPT. We can also call them as a customized GPT. So, for example, ChatGPT is general purpose. AI tool. And if we want to provide the complete description, context, background in the chat, it is going to consume lot of time. So we have got the Explore GPT. So what you have to do is, I'm going to share my screen also if required. So if you go to the chat GPT part, there is an option here available, Explore GPT. This if you go to this particular part of Explore GPT, you are going to get lot of things which will help you, or which will help the researchers or the academicians part to work on. So if first tool I'm going to work is the chat, is your Scholar GPT. I'll show you the Scholar GPT also. Can I share the screen also, ma'am? Yeah. Screen is also visible.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay,
visible,
fine.
ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So the first tool is Scholar GPT. What I've done is I've just gone to my Chat GPT part, right? In the Chat GPT, there is the option here. The GPTs is available. So in GPTs, I've gone to this Scholar GPT. Now, what the Scholar GPT actually does is it can summarize the question. It can give the critical queries also, inquiry. It can. So it can critically inquire something. If we want the contrast analysis, we can do this. We can give the key concept clarity. Perspective research can also be done by this. So what we can do is we can even ask ChatGPT how you can help us. So it will give us the answer how it can help us for GPT, how this GPT will help us. So it will tell you how this GPT can help you out. So you can find academic papers, you can create critical writing, you can use data analysis and visualization by this GPT. You can do brainstorming, patent innovation tracking can be done, customized report can be created, and automated summary can be created. So I'll be giving them that provide me, say I'll give them a prompt, provide me some papers on AI in education, right? So let's see how it is going to help me out. So this will give me the papers. I have already downloaded certain things. So it has given me some papers of the AI in the research. So these are the papers. This is the link also they have provided me for the particular papers. They have provided me link for these papers. We can just go through them. Now if I want, I can get the abstract also from these papers. If I want the abstract also, they can give us the insights of the paper also. We can upload the paper for the critical skill. We can review the distinguishes itself. We can provide the contrast analysis, and we can also build the map with the this particular text. So this is how the Scholar GPT is going to work. So here are the papers of the research. We can get the abstract of the paper, citations for the paper also, and then the PDF link can be available to us, right? So when I just collect the paper was open, and this was the paper for AI in research. So this can help the researchers as well as the educators a lot if you want to work. So the next tool is Write for Me tool. Now this is also a tool available in the Explore GPT also. You can just go for Write for Me and this will open up, and you can also ask how the Write for Me GPT is going to help you out. So basically the Write for GPT is basically used for providing you content, right? You can move or help you to write the content which is being available to us. So it will help you to write better, faster, and with the purpose. For example, if I'm going to move to the next slide. So I gave them the prompt for this particular part. I gave them a prompt that give me some article with the introduction on the 6G and IT. I'll share my file with you again so that it's visible to you. Share the screen. I'll show you how it works. So this is I'm going to work on the Write for Me. I'll move to Write for Me route, and here I have given a particular prompt that give me introduction on the 6G and IoT for a research paper, and if possible cite some papers also. So let's see what it is going to give us. So see, it has given us the introduction part along with the references are available over here, right? So the introduction has been given for 6G and IoT along with the references part. So this can help the users or the researchers or the educators a lot if they want to write something in this particular tool. So you can also give ask them add the references in the given introduction in APA style or any style you want. You can ask them, and they will provide the references in those particular style. So this tool is I hope will be very helpful if you are using this tool in the research. Next come is perplexity.ai. Now this is a very good tool. If I talk about the perplexity, it is very easy to use tool, right? And it is used for multiple applications for academic and research creation. And we can summarize the paper with this tool. We can generate the question papers also with this tool, right? What we have to do is we have to just go to that particular part. So I'll just show you that how this perplexity.ai works. So let me just go to that particular slide. I'll share the screen with you. So just let me share this screen for perplexity.ai. So this is another tool. I hope this is visible. This tool is visible to you people, right? So this is the tool called perplexity.ai. Now what we can do is we can upload any file to this particular tool also. If we upload any particular paper and we want to summarize it, we can do it. For example, I am going to upload a paper onto this particular drive. Just a moment, I'm just uploading a paper. Say I have uploaded a file. I've uploaded intrusion detection system. This was a paper available to us, and I have uploaded this paper on this AI platform. And now what I want is I want this platform to give me the key points and the main work of the paper. So I want it to summarize me this. So let this work out. Now it has read this particular part. Now you can just see it has summarized me with the key points for this particular paper rather than reading such large paper. So all the key points and the main contributions of this paper is being described here. You can see the holistic framework, comprehensive literature survey, then comparative tables, then what are the main key points. They have discussed the key points for the paper, right? If I want the same, I want to give the prompt, how do the paper contribute to its field. So it will give us the output that how this is going to contributes to its field. The contribution will be given that what are the bridging gaps for the paper, what are the research gaps and the future challenges for this paper, methodological survey and the practical impact is being given to us. So this whole has been discussed from the paper only. So how do the paper is going to contribute? Say further I want from the paper the key implications. If I say I give the prompt key implications of the paper result. What are the paper result? I don't want to jump into the paper. I just want everything way over here. So it will give me the key implications of the paper also. What are the results for the paper? So right here, we are able to see the key implications for the paper. So this is also very important tool. If I talk about perplexity.ai, we can give the different prompts for this tool also. And the thing is, whatever content we are going to get here, that content would be black free. It would be black free content. So we can also create the concise notes on the document in the paragraph form. We can give the prompt like this. I can also generate the MCQ questions from the document. It can generate me or give me the multiple choice questions if I want 5 MCQ question. Then keyword points and the main work we have already discussed. It can show me those things also. So the main part is what other research prompts I can give to the perplexity.ai. That is, I can ask him to give me research topic on the climate change, on the biodiversity, and I can ask them to explain me the diagrams, how I want to interpret them. Say, for example, in a paper, it's a complex paper and you don't understand what the figure is going to explain. In that case, it will help you to interpret the diagram also. It can give you the review papers on, say, renewable energy. I want from 2022 to 2025. It can give me. It will give me the citation of the paper also. If I click on the citation, I can move to the website also, general website. I can also give take the help of some OpenSS papers which are available. I can ask them to give me OpenSS paper also from for the topic. Then I can also then ask them to shortlist the journal which would be relevant to publish my paper. Say what would be the theme of my paper. It can provide me such kind of things also, and it can also give me the name of the journals where I want to publish my work, which have got impact factor less than 10 or published the paper in the time say less than 3 months. So these all kind of prompts can be given to perplexity.ai. That was about the perplexity. And the second tool we are going to discuss today is chat with any PDF. So I'll just show you the chat with any PDF also. This is also very good tool if you want to work, if you are working or you are working on some research part. So you can go for this. The website for this is chatpdf.com. I just open it up and show you. These tools will help the researchers, educators, if you want to create the content, academic content. Right. The paper, I'm just sharing my screen. I'll just show you. Chat PDF. This is how the chat PDF appears. Chat with any PDF. This is a very good tool. If you are a researcher or you are a professional or you want to know the insight of a paper, you are not clear with any part of the paper, just go with this chat PDF. Now I'm discussing these tools because we have chat GPT available, and chat GPT doesn't have the full access rights, because after some time it just say you that your limit is over, you can't work upon it. So you can at that meanwhile, at that particular time, you can jump onto the other tools also. So these are the various other tools, right? So for example, chat GPT, chat PDF, Here you can upload your PDF paper, whatever paper is available to you. Say, for example, I have already uploaded a paper over here. This was my paper, right? Prediction of banana disease by using intelligent algorithm. So this paper I have already uploaded. You can just see the paper is uploaded over here. Now the thing is, I am not clear with this part, what this diagram, figure 1, is going to represent. And I really want to know, or I want to summarize this. So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to click on this part or the figure of the paper, and I will ask the chat PDF to summarize it for me. So let's see what this is PDF is going to do for us. So you can just see over here on the side, this information would be presented. You can just see the figure has been created over here on the right hand side, and what this figure depicts has been given to us. So this will make a user who want to work on this kind of tools can identify the main work. Now, I can also give the various other questions, like I can say identify the main work of the paper. Right, this paper, I want to identify the main work for the paper. So it is going to identify what the paper is, what the work has been done in this paper, and you can get the clear picture for this. If I want, I will give the prompt future work in context, say I would say in context of e-governance and smart automation. I want that how to use this paper for e-governance and smart automation. Can you give the future work for this? So it will provide me the future work in context of this, that how I can integrate this to e-governance and the smart automation part, right? So this is how it is going to help. Next, I can give another prompt like relate the above with say 6G. I want to relate the above part which I have given over here with the C6G, that how e-governance smart automation can be used with the 6G. So it will provide me the data as it is required for me, right? If I give, say, I say I want 10 questions for academicians or for the teachers like us, 10 questions with answer type, say I say true false. Give me 10 questions with the answer type from this paper only with the true and false. So it can give me the questions with the answer true and false. So I think this will help you people also. If you're going for an app or accreditation, you can just upload your document, you can get the MCQ question. Say if I ask them to provide me 5 practical questions from the above paper, practical questions can be provided. So these are the practical questions with the answers available to us from this particular PDF only, right? So next is we can also get to know, say I want to know this particular equation. Say I want to select this particular equation and I want to summarize this equation. So it will give me the summarization for this equation also, right? Say I want to know about this figure, what this figure is going to tell. Can you explain it? So it will give me explanation for this part. See, the explanation for this diagram is available to us. So I hope this is going to help the researchers or researcher community how to use the different methods or the models available to us. So coming back to my presentation, So this was another tool, chat with any PDF. So you can just talk with any PDF you want. You can summarize the paper. You can ask what the data set is being used in the paper. You can explain any proposed algorithm, right? You can explain any figure or the equation you want. So all this can be done with the chat with any PDF. And one part I just forgot, you can also get the presentation from this particular chat with any PDF also. If you want to generate an outline from this PDF, you can generate the PPT part also, presentation from this text also, PDF part. So if I talk about the chat GPT, now chat GPT has got the ethical consideration and limitation. Now we know that's a powerful tool, we are relying on it, but we should use it responsibly. First part is we should verify the AI generated content. I would not say that blindly focus on what has been sent to you by the chat GPT. You need to verify the content whether it's correct or not. Then avoid plagiarism by cross checking the sources also, and encourage the critical thinking part, right? Rather than the reliance on the AI model or the AI tool or the AI chatbot, you use your critical thinking also. So AI can be a powerful tool for the empowerment, but it's not a shortcut for the learning. You need to go through a lot of things. You should know yourself also what is in the text, right? So I would say, what are the key takeaways from this art of prompt writing from this particular talk? I would say we have talked about the generative AI is transforming the research and teaching process. It is going to speed up our literature review and writing part. Prompt writing is very essential if you want to work for the effective AI use. There should be clear and specific prompts given to the your output generation. The clear prompt should be given to the machine. Then what are the key elements of the good prompt? We discussed about this. We talked about the context, input research, input data, instruction, response format. Then what are the effective prompt techniques? It should be specific, it should be user roles, constraints, it should encourage the critical thinking. Then application of the chat GPT, we have discussed the various explore GPT which can be used for technical writing, for writing the reviews paper, and for summarization of the text. And lastly, we also discussed about the topics like um, chat with any PDF and perplexity.ai, which are a very useful tools for the researcher and the academicians. And we have also discussed about the ethical consideration, that we should verify the AI content. We should not thoroughly rely on that particular content. So to conclude my work, I would say that mastering the art of prompt engineering or writing is not just about interacting with the AI. It is about, you can say, about mastering the future academic productivity and creativity and innovation. So let's embrace this change thoughtfully and responsibly. Thank you from my side. I hope my presentation would be insightful to a number of the people working over there, working in the various research areas, and it is going to enlighten them with the number of things. And for any future part, if you want to talk to me, you can just come to my email ID. My email ID with the available with the universe, the school of the colleges, who has worked for this cluster conclave. So I am very thankful to the Annai Arts College of Science, who has given me this opportunity to present my talk over here. And I give my best wishes to this institute. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable information, and which we can use this in a day-to-day life. Wisdom is not a product of schooling; it's a lifelong attempt to acquire it. Our guest today is a living example of that journey. May I request Ms. Moslin Esther, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to introduce our guest, Dr. E. Manoranjitham, Vice Principal and Head Department of Computer Science, Nasrat College of Arts and Science.
Good morning, everyone. It's my great honor to introduce our guest, Dr. Manoranjitham, Vice Principal and Head of Department of Computer Science, Nasrat College of Arts and Science, Chennai. He is a respected teacher with over 20 years of teaching experience and more than 30 years of research work. Her areas expertise include artificial intelligence, image processing, e-learning and digital leaderships. She has authored several book research papers in reputed journals and has guided numerous projects in cutting edges areas such as AI, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and sustainable educations. Along with her academic achievements, Dr. Manoranjidam has also taken leadership role as Dean of Academics, Dean of Examinations, ISO Coordinator, NAAC team member. She also led important projects on e-waste management, cybersecurity awareness, and digital empowerment. Her passion lies in mentoring students, shaping future leaders with their vast knowledge. Let us extend a warm welcome, Dr. Manoranjidam ma'am, and we are happy to have you with us today, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Ma'am, no, not audible, ma'am. There's a mic button down, ma'am. No, ma'am, we can't able to hear, ma'am. Ma'am, maybe you can use no headphones, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's audible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
ma'am. Thank you.
The platform, I need to change the mic system. So this is the very first time I'm using this platform. Very good morning to everyone, and thank you for that warm introduction that has been given. And thanks for this opportunity. It's a very great pleasure for me to give a special address on this Cluster Clave 25. It's an international conference. And thanks for the opportunity, especially thanks for the management as well as the principal and the coordinators from the Department of Computer Science. It's a great pleasure for me to come to this stage, especially online, because everything is becoming online in this era. And it's a pleasure for me to come on online and give some insights on artificial intelligence. The previous guest was excellent. She was teaching all the tools, which is really useful for the researchers as well as for the student community. And it was an excellent session. It has been delivered by the previous guest. My heart wishes to her. And today I'm going to just talk about what is this artificial intelligence is all about and what we need to know in education as well as what are the ethics we need to follow. See, there are so many evaluation has happened in AI, but still we need to consider the ethics. If ethic is not there, all these things will definitely take us into a very deep pit, which is not good. So we need to follow the ethic also. So I'm going to share my PPT. So I'm going to share the screen. Okay.
Down. May audible, ma'am?
Yeah, just tell me whether it is visible or not. I'm sharing my. Is it
Okay,
visible
ma'am.
now?
No, ma'am. And now we are you're screening, ma'am. Yes. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So this is what I'm going to tell you. See, this is not something we need to know. We need to know definitely, but I'm going to just give you the insights, what we need to know in education, because A is all about in all the fields, not just in education alone, in healthcare, in food, in finance, everywhere it's been deepened his thoughts. But now, I just want to let you know what are the things we need to know when it comes to the education. So my topic is going to be revolutioning learning, the impact of AI in education. So these are the few things I'm going to cover, which says as an agenda. And we all know already what is the definition of AI, which is the artificially we impact some intelligence to the machine, that is AI. So we all know this one already. And I would like to give some history about this AI. Though this artificial intelligence is much famous in this era, but it's been there from 1940 actually. But we were also using this AI from 1940, but we didn't know that it is AI. Lot of things have been evolved, like evaluation of artificial neurons, and then the turning Turing machine. And if you see the first chatbot, which is evolved in 1966, and then 1972 first intelligence robot, which is called Babot 1, and first AI Weiner in 1980. So that course of time, and 1980 expert system. And nowadays, if you see artificial intelligence and agents of AI, agentic AI, so many things have been evolved in this era, especially the last 1 year. There are a lot of evaluation, and it's been used in all the fields. So we need to know when it started and what is going in current era. And it's been narrowed down into two titles, which is the broader area has been narrowed into narrow AI and general AI. And it's a specialized specific chatbots. It's a narrow AI, and Gen AI is which is always related with the intellectual items. And if you see, this is a rough picture which is I have given types of AI. There are many types are there apart from this. So one is the one which you are using in our day-to-day life is interactive AI. That is the chat bots and smart personal assistants. Apart from that, the functionals of AI, the conditions of AI has been used in IoT. IoT is also evolving, and in robots are also they are using the functional AI, and rest of the things are used in a specific areas. But we are as an educationist, as an ordinary person, we are using chatbots and IoT solutions, which is also there as interactive AI and functional AI. And if you I wanted to give some statistics, which is going, like if you see the AI statistics overview in 2030, definitely the AI market is going to be a trillions, which is start see everything which you see like here, no. A market growth voice assistance in 2024 was 8.4 billion, and AI created jobs in 2025 is in millions, 97%. So there are abnormal growth, of course, which is happening in the world. And if you see the rate of adoption and deployment of AI in different countries, and all these things I have taken from the reputed websites. And the deployment of AI is the China holds 58%, and India is in third position. Deployment of AI in enterprises globally. And current Indian AI market size and the projection in 2027 is going to be huge. So when we see all these statistics, it's kind of little bit scary, because it looks like no all the jobs or all the things, all the works the AI is going to grab or something like that. But it's not like that, because always the human are smarter than the machine. Unless we feed the data, we instigate anything into the machine, it doesn't work. So we think better and we do the job better. With that confidence, we need to approach the AI. So that's my humble request to everyone who is in the platform. So what is this AI in education, which we are going to see in another few slides. And if you see AI in education, which has like a learning accessibility, and definitely it reduces the educational inequalities, because the AI, when we implement the AI in education, it's going to be given to all of the students, whoever it is, wherever they are. And it's going to be data driven insights. However, how much ever we are going to give us an input, the data, the insights are going to be huge, and it's definitely a holistic understanding of learners. And here I have given teachers and AI in education. If you see in education, there are three important roles. One is student, another one teacher, and then the classrooms. So these are the three important roles which we need to consider. When it comes to AI also, it's all the same. We need to consider the same thing. So what are the teachers' role, and what are the aspects it has to be considered, even if it has been moved to AI in education. If you see the central role of the teachers, like, and decision making is the very important role of a teacher, and participatory design of a teacher, learners, and parents, the stakeholders, and benefits of the participation. What are the benefits, like, which enhances the teachers for theological literacy and new skills that has to be updated, and classroom evaluation and future education. So all these aspects has to be monitored. Even the AI has been moved to education. It's already been moved to the education. Still, it has been all these areas are have been under the process of working. So we need to know, when it's been moved. We need to think of all these things. And what are the students? What are the integration of students and AI in education? When the students are also taking this AI in the education, they'll be having a very broadened experience, because they will have the access of the whole thing. What the whole world is all about, what the whole world is thinks about the data, and everything will be given to the students. And access to the educational sources becomes very easy for the students. Definitely instant feedback, which is definitely lacking in the traditional system. Even if the student is writing a test, it will take another 1 hour or at least a day to give the feedback to the student. But it's going to be instant when AI comes to the education and engaging the students, because the engaging the students not just by teaching alone. There are a lot of tools are available. All the tools are going to be implemented in education. So it is going to be a very engaging process, and the improved collaboration and communication skills are definitely there, and development for the future will also be guaranteed. So these so many advantages are there. In spite of small disadvantages, there are so many advantages for the students. And this comparison, I just wanted to give what is the traditional classroom and AI powered classroom according to the attributes which has been displayed in the blue color. Adaptability, accessibility, teachers roles are important. Traditional, when it comes to the traditional, teachers manages both instructional as well as administrational. Whereas when it comes to the AI powered, AI reduces the administration work, because it's going to give the grading system, it's going to give the feedback, it's going to along the student for helping out, and everything has been done by the administrative workload will be reduced for the teachers. So the comparatively, when AI is given in the education, definitely the burden of the teacher will be less, as well as definitely the teacher's role will be utilized 100%. And what are the advantages of AI in education for all the students as well as for the community of learners? It is going to become a very personalized learning, because they can learn at any time, according to their pace, according to their space, according to their time, according to their availability. They can learn at any time. And then it is going to be automated task, and smart content creation will be there according to the students' knowledge. And improved accessibility, you can access the data, you can access the learning education, you can access all the materials anywhere in the world. And whatever the skills or skill gaps are there, it will be filled. And 24 bar 7 tutoring will be available, because in the traditional system only the teacher is available in the timing, but in the tutoring of AI will be available 24 bar 7. And assessment integrity is going to be unique, because whatever we feed, it's going to assess that. There are no bias unless the algorithm gets collapsed. And this is the comparison of traditional as well as the AI supported system. And what are the key challenges? In spite of all these advantages, there are still there are challenges which we need to agree. Though we don't like it, we need to agree. Bias in AI algorithms. If there are any bias in the algorithm, definitely the one who studies well will not get good marks, or the one who doesn't study well will might get a good marks. So that's called bias in AI algorithm. And sensitive data collection and misuse. Maybe the collection of data will be more and it can lead to misuse of the data. Privacy of data is always a question mark. Still, there are a lot of work is going there, and AI lacks emotional connection and teachers needed for the mentorship. Though we say the AI has AI robots are there and it can teach, it can assist, it can help in the administrative areas. If you see the emotional connection between a human and the machine, it is always less. So these are the key challenges. Still, it has been working. And what are the best AI tools which is available? There are many tools are there. I just wanted to tell you what are the tools which is available. If you see this course hero, this will automatically grades and it assists in administration level and gives the details and where is that particular point has to be improved, what are the skills has to be improved. And for that purpose this course hero tool has been can be used. And grade scope for mathematical purpose, if any grading scope, this tool has been used for grades. So grades can be any marks, any files can be loaded here, and it will grade automatically. And then the Fetchy is the one another platform where you can have your own newsletter blog. The teacher can have the newsletter blog for the classroom, and it can even generate e-lesson plans for the students and for the teachers, and it can be implemented, and it can all automatically writes the email if it is needed. So this is available in the Fetchy tool. And so Socrat is another one which is assigned for AI bots for the students, which always alarms the students. See, you need to today submit the assignment at this time, and you are failed in this. So it gives the alarm for the students. It reminds the students. So AI bot. This is Socrat. And then the Math GPT Pro, which is also a helpful tool where you can give the formulas or you can give some sums to assist you, and it can be done. So there are many tools, not just this is limited. There are many other tools are also available. So you can ask me one question now, like, so when all these tools are there, all the chat GPTs and everything is there, you should definitely ask one question. So, are we not thinking? Are we not critical about anything? No, it's not like that. Even ChatGPT and AI tools are there. You need to be very vigilant, like what you should ask, and when you should get the help of the tool, when you should get the help of the bot, because even all the 100, if there are 100 students in the classroom, 100 students are going to use the ChatGPT. The one who is going to ask the best question will get the best result. So you need to think for that. In the hundreds of students, you need to think and give your best question. The way you prompt should be very clear enough for the bot to understand and give the answer to you. So you need to critically think for that also. So don't worry about all these AI and whether it is going to take our thinking part or anything like that. You need to think again and again and again, even if you want to prompt anything, right? If even if you want to prompt and ask any question, you need to think and put your words in a proper way. Otherwise you will end up in like all the rest of the people will get the same answer. So, personalized learning, lifelong, you need to learn, and career oriented learning support will be there, but you need to do everything your part. Collaborative with the policy makers, because I said we need to have some policy even when we use AI in our education. If the policies are not properly framed, it's going to be a chaos. And ethical and inclusive of frameworks has to be done. Ethics has to be maintained. So it's very clearly no. If we don't follow the ethics, it's going to be a chaos world. And this is what I wanted to give, and it always follows the quality education in SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. Even if AI comes in the role, the quality of education we should not compromise. So I would like to give some sort of um, suggestion or request or some sort of thing for the students to think is like you need not to worry about all these things. What you need to do is you just study what is AI is all about, and then you have to concentrate on the part as a student, which will definitely will not be compromised at any stage. So because there are so many things has been evolving, so we were thinking about agents of AI. Now it is there in the role of agentic AI. There are so many evaluations are coming, but still human are always human. Human were created by God, and there are no compromise in here. Nobody can replace human thinking or brain. And you need to study well, and you need to give your best to the society so that definitely you can shine from your side. So thank you for the opportunity. I hope my address will always would have been helped in your perspective. Thank you so much. All the very best for the organizing committee, and my best wishes and prayers are there with you for your whole conference. All the best, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we move on to the student presentation. First, I invite Mr. Lingeshwaran as first BSc Computer Science to present his work.
Good morning, everyone. I am Lingeshwaran, SS, Department of Computer Science from Annai Violet College of Arts and Science. I introduce the topic of collaboration design thinking and present an image of the continue design thinking process, define ideas, prototype and test. About Figma, describe the sheet of the design collaboration towards remove work and introduce Figma as a cloud-based UI/UX tool that integrates real-time collaboration and seamless prototyping. It's bring the gap between designers, developers, and stakeholders. Provide background on Figma, which was founded in 2012 and launched published in 2016. Its mission it's been browse based data tool that avoid to issues transfer software making design accessible to everyone. Key features of Figma. Figma keys included included real-time collaboration, interactive prototype, advantage edit and which Figma collaboration design, prototyping and collaboration. Audible. Ma'am, it's audible. Figma is which has intended features Figma collaboration design, prototyping and collaboration into a single ecosystem, unlike InVision, which is suspended flash platform. Advantages of collaboration. List the advantages of using Figma for collaboration team, such as such such a single code for their truly previous vis- visual conference. The tool is cross-platform accesses because it's browser-based and often Steam-linked feedback through the direct comment. It's also a visible communication that provide a free resource. Detail the limited and challenges of the challenges and limits details the limited and challenges of using Figma. It's record the state internet connections als as its offline function it's limited. It can also export platform issues with largest file and over relatable on the third party plugins and floor workflow. It's become the outdated futures of design thinking in Figma. Looking at the futures of design thinking with Figma, predicted that AI intelligence with automation represent a task that the platform will become an all-in-one design ecosystem by considering its features with tools like FigJam, its communication and browser-based nature communication to drive involved in communi- increase accuracies. Conclusion that Figma has transferred that data industry with its cross-platform cloud-based and its Intel Figma's its talent, its advantage in collaboration and accuracy process. It remains to key platform and design team worldwide. Thank you.
Now I call upon Mr. Pratish R and Mr. Agas, first PhD Computer Science, for their presentation.
I am Pradesh, Department of Computer Science, first year. I am going to present the applications of brain computing interface assistive technology for enhanced user experience. This presentation introduces the user brain computer interface with assistive technology to improve user accessibility. Introduction of human computer interface. Slide define a human computer interface as multidisciplinary field combine computer science con- and design. Primary goal of HCI is improve the overall user experience by making technology is not just a functional but also enjoyable. This field has evolved cons- consider and user enjoy journey focus on creating seamless positive interaction. It empathizes user-centric approach, ensure that technology is designed with human need, behavior at its core. UI and UX design. This session focus on the interface and user experience with the key or objective of achieving user satisfied by understanding through empathy a positive user experience. Usability and accessibility for all. This is important for usability and accessibility in creating inclusive technology. Accessibility is defined as the product that can be used by people with wide range of disability. This includes the future like scheduled font, appearing colors, context, and flexibility time limit for user response. This concept is explained to ensure the equality access for user with hardware and slower internet. Promote this idea that technology should be designed for everyone. Now I hand over this session to my teammate Akash.
Good morning to everyone. I'm Akash, Department of BSc Computer Science, first year from Annai Valley Arts and Science College. Emerging interface and technologies. This slide introduces the next wave of interface and technologies that are shaping the future of HCI. It covers brain-computer interface (BCI) for direct brain to device communication and nature users interface (NUI) that allows intuitive interaction like touch and voice. The rules of artificial intelligence (AI) in creating adaptive interfaces as well as argument relatability AR and virtual relatability VR in building immersive experience are also highlighted. The Internet of the IoT is mentioned as a key trend in connecting our physical environment to the digital world. A closer look AI, AR and VR in HCI. This slide provides a deeper look at how artificial intelligence AI, augmented AI, and virtual reality VR are transforming human-computer interaction. AI is used to create personalized experience by anticipating user needs, while VR and AI are shifting design from traditional screens to immersive 3D environments. VR creates fully digital worlds, where whereas AR overlays digital information onto the real world. These technologies are fundamentally to changing how we interact with digital content and information. The proposed system, BCI for direct learning. The slides present a futuristic system that use brain-computer interface BCI direct learning, revolutionizing how information is acquired. This concept involves directly implement information into brain memory centers. By passing traditional learning methods, the system would use AI to synthesize and format content for direct brain integration and employ neural feedback to predict the success of this information transfer. The visionary proposal highlights the ultimate potential of BCI in HCI. Thank you.
Now I call upon Mr. Rakesh, our third grade CA, for his presentation.
Good morning, everyone. My name is K. Rakesh. I am currently a third year BCA student studying at College of Sciences College. Today I will be presenting on the topic of role of data science in cybersecurity. Here's the abstract sets the stage of explaining how digital growth through e-commerce, online banking, IoT, and cloud computing has increased our dependence on digital platforms. While these while these advancements being convenience, they also expose users and organizations to more cyber threats. This slide states the needs for stranger defenses built on data science techniques. This slide describes the various types of cyber attacks such as ransoms, phishing, inside threats, advanced persistent threats, APTs, and zero-day exploits. It emphasizes that traditional security tools are no longer effective because attackers continually adapt and develop new strategies. This creates the need for more intelligent, adaptive, and data-driven cybersecurity methods. Here's the challenges and highlighted. Here the challenges are highlighted showing how traditional methods struggle to keep up with evolving threats. Data science steps in by using machine learning, predictive analysis, natural learning processing, clustering and classification to analyze logs, network traffic, and security reports. These techniques help uncover hidden attack patterns that would otherwise go unnoticed. This slide explains how data science enables proactive defense rather than just reactive measures. By using AI-powered tools and real-time monitoring, organizations can detect and respond to threats instantly. Another key point is that data science reduces false positives compared to other security tools, allowing security teams to focus on genuine risks. Here, the focus is on how proactive defense strategies proactive defense strategies are developed with the help of ena- explainable AI, federated learning, and blockchain integration. These technologies make security systems and adaptive and intelligent, ensuring that they evolve alongside cyber attacks instead of lagging behind them. This slide looks ahead, showing how cybersecurity will continue to integrate with advanced data-driven technologies. The future involves intelligent self-learning systems that not only detect threats but also predict and prevent them. The combination of AI, big data, and data science promises more resilient and adaptive defense mechanisms. Here the slide explains what type of data are crucial in cybersecurity, such as IP address, long times, failed login attempts, file transfer sizes, locations, user behavior patterns, and malware signatures. These datasets form the backbone of our training machine learning models that can detect anomalies and instruct instructions more efficiently. This slide details how different models like random forests, support vector machines, and deep learning are applied to improve the accuracy of intrusion and malware detection. It also highlights that combining AI, big data, and data science can build adaptive security systems that continuously improve their performance. The final slide concludes the presentation by stating that data science greatly improves the accuracy of cybersecurity systems while reducing false positives with AI-driven approaches. Organizations can respond automatically and adapt to new threats, ensuring stronger and more intelligent cybersecurity in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh.
Thank you.
கேக்குதா இல்லையா? Am I audible?
No, ma'am.
Ma, may I know who is this R? Could you please tell us, ma? Students from WCC.
Ma'am, students from WCC are Johanna and Subraja, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ma. Thank you, Rakesh. Uh, Johanna and Supraja, both of you are going to present the paper.
Yes, ma'am, we'll be presenting it together.
Is the another team, ma? You said one more team is there, no? Priyanka. Are they joining?
So they'll be continuing after us.
Okay, they can join inside. They can be logged in.
Okay.
Okay.
We are delighted to welcome participants from other institutions as well. May I now invite Ms. Supraja from Women's Christian College to present our paper.
Is our screen visible? Is our screen visible? Ma'am, can we start? Is our screen visible?
Yes, ma, it's visible. The screen is visible. You can start.
Okay,
Sorry
ma'am.
for the
Thank you,
delay.
ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Our presentation is on street lights for a safer highways. I'm Johanna, and this is my teammate Subraja from. We are students from the Department of Computer Applications, Women's Christian College. In this paper presentation, we focus on how technology, especially IoT, Internet of Things, can make a driving safer and more efficient for people. The problem we are focusing now is on night driving. Night driving is very dangerous because the visibility is very low. Car headlines cover only about 500 feet, which is not enough, especially on highways where vehicles are more at high speed. Especially accidents increase because of the poor visibility, and many learner or moderate drivers feel afraid and are uncomfortable driving at the night. As you can see the images, a well-lit highway makes driving clear and safe, while a badly lit highway or a dark highway is very risky. The current solutions and its drawbacks we are facing now in the present are reflectors. These are also called as cat eyes, which are mainly installed in the highways. But they only reflect on light when highlights hit them. So they do not actually light up the whole road. They just light a partial portion of it. Installing full street lights wherever is too costly, and they waste a lot of electricity because the lights run continuously. If reflectors are not fixed properly, they can confuse drivers and even cause accidents. In rural areas, there is either poor lighting or sometimes no lighting at all. So overall, the current situation is not effective enough. Here, I would like to add, I've added a reflector image on the road. So we have basically seen this on every road we have been on, and this doesn't light up the whole road at the night. So what do we think our solution for this problem is? Smart streetlights using IoT. IoT is defined as Internet of Things. To solve these problems, we have proposed this paper. The idea is very simple. Streetlights will automatically turn on when a vehicle approaches and turn off once a vehicle passes. We'll be using LED bulbs, which will save electricity compared to normal bulbs. And because the system is based on the Internet of Things, we can also monitor and control the street lights remotely. This makes the system modern, cost efficient, and effective. And here's the image which I've had. A vehicle passes by and the lights on for a specific time till the vehicle crosses. The system architecture of this project would be ultrasonic sensors detect the presence of a vehicle. It detects the presence of a vehicle when it enters. These sensors are connected to the aeronoic microcontroller, which acts like the brain of of this program. A day or night sensor ensures the system only works when the visibility is low. For example, during the night or when there's a fog. A vehicle is detected when the sensor sends signal to the UNO, and then the UNO switches on a group of 20 lights at once. After a minute, the lights automatically turn off, which saves our electricity. So the ultrasonic sensor detects the car, and the daylight sensor checks if it's dark, and the UNO decides to turn on the lights or switch off after some time. The components which are used for this project would be the ultrasonic sensor, UNO, LED lights, daylight sensor. The working process of this simple idea would be a vehicle approaches the highway, the ultrasonic sensor detects its presence, and the sensor sends the signals to the UNO. The UNO checks if the ray or light sensor is night or with low visibility. If yes, the UNO turns on around 20 LED lights. After a minute, the lights are automatically switched off. So this is the normal working process of the project we are trying to explain in this PPT. And my teammate will continue about its advantages and major components.
So why we use Arduino Uno? It's an open source software and it's easy to program. So controls multiple devices like sensors plus lights, and it is cost effective for prototypes. And the advantages of this project is increases nighttime driving safety. We can make sure we drive safely, and it also saves electricity because it's an automation thing, so we can save electricity and reduces installation and maintain cost. We do not need to maintain it because it's an automation thing, and eco-friendly with low power consumption, and also you can integrate with solar and smart grids. So the target users are professional drivers, moderate drivers, and learners. Future work of this project. It's a camera-based vehicle detection, and it also adds Wi-Fi module for remote monitoring, and use solar panels for complete energy efficiency. So conclusion, and it is a very simple and smart way to improve night driving safety, and it is also very cost-saving solution for highways, and it also improves confidence and safety for all types of drivers, including learners. Thank you.
Ma'am, can the other team continue in the same account?
Am I audible, ma?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Can the other team continue in this now, ma'am?
Yes. You can continue,
Yes.
ma. You can continue the same thing, but just change the name by editing the name.
1 minute, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can we start, ma'am?
Yes, you can start now. You can start. Plus, if you don't do share the PPT, we'll let you know.
No, ma'am. We're ready.
Yeah, okay.
So, ma'am, are you able to see us? Are you able to see the PPT, ma'am? Ma'am, can we start, ma'am?
Visible, ma. Screen is visible. You can start.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Lubna, and this is my teammate Kethrul Jasper. We are from Women's Christian College, Department of Computer Application. So, in this paper, we'll be seeing about how to prevent crimes with the use of machine learning. So, our abstract is to focus on how machine learning, what are the models we'll be using to prevent crimes happening in the world. So crime is happening is one of the biggest threats to community safety. To reduce crime, punishment is not just needed, but prevention is very important. Our research shows how machine learning techniques can be used to prevent crimes, and what are the models in the machine learning we'll be using to prevent crimes happening and to segregate what are the crimes that are happening in different area spots. So data collection and other everything, my other teammate will be taking. Good morning. Now I'm going to talk about data collection. Data collection means gathering information so we can answer questions and make prediction. In crime prediction, data is very important because good data leads to better machine learning. Collecting the data related to crime, it will help for the future users, future prediction, and solving the cases. A crime data set usually includes details like type of crime, the crime which is related to theft or robbery, or murder, time and date, when the crime is committed and when the where the location is. The more useful details we collect, the more accurate prediction we get. In crime, data collection plays a very important role. Example, a data set from London Police Department was shown. In this screenshot, there is an address of the team police station or the address of the crime happened and the name of the police station or the team name. And police team site is also mentioned over the screenshot.
Now I am going to explain about data pre-processing. Raw data is often messy, so we need to clean it before using it. Data pre-processing means preparing and improving the data for machine learning. Data pre-processing helps us to prepare the data in a more useful way in crime. Steps include removing empty and missing value. If there are any empty or missing values, it will remove it. Deleting unnecessary and unimportant details. If the data contains any unnecessary or which is not related to the data, it will remove it. Normalizing the data. Normalizing means standardizing the data. It, it is very useful. After cleaning, we split the data into training data set. It is 70 to 80% used to train the model. Testing data set. It is used to test the accuracy of the data once pre-processing is done. Data analysis. Data analysis means studying and understanding the data to find patterns and trends. Data analysis is useful to go through the data so we can answer the question and we can able to know the patterns and trends. For example, in crime data, we can analyze which crime happens the most in a particular area or how crime changes over the years. The sample shown in is a graph of crime per year showing whether crime increased or decreased over time. This graph represents the 2011 to 2016 of crime rate. Step by step, the year by year, the crime rate is decreased. The most crime happened in the London is burglaries. Burglaries means breaking into the house and doing robbery. Thank you.
So next we'll be seeing about machine learning model. At this stage, we need a machine learning model that could classify the crimes and categorize them into separate files. So we use one model, one useful model. That model is naive-based classifier. Why naive-based? We choose naive-based classifier because it's very fast, very effective when it comes to classification, and it works well, especially well with categorical files and data. So it segregates all the types of crimes and the locations and the longitudes, whatever the crime has under it. So we have compared with other models like logistic regression, decision trees, SVM. Neighbors performed better for our data set, making it more suitable choice for this study. Next is data visualization. Visualization makes results easy to understand. So when we need the crime to categorize, we use matplotlib. It's a Python library. We use that to create charts and graphs so that our visualizer is more easy and we can identify the crimes more easily. It highlights crime patterns and hotspots, helps policies or crime team to identify the crime rates and crime locations very easily. So this is the data visualized outcome of our pre-processed crime data set. This was used by naive-Bayes classifier. So it is classified into two types of crimes and occurrences. Using naive-Bayes, we have segregated into two parts. So this is our conclusion. This is our paper, and we have used naive-Bayes methods and naive-Bayes classifier to prevent crimes happening and identify the types of crimes happening in every place. Thank you. Ma'am?
Jasper, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, what motivated you to choose this topic, ma? Why you have chosen your research on this particular topic, which is crime against also?
Since crime is happening day to day, punishment is not just required. We need to prevent crimes. So to prevent it, we've used this model so that it will be easy for the crime departments to identify the crimes easily and segregate them. So we have used this.
So, have you worked here? Have you done a literature review on previous papers based on this?
No, ma'am.
Like,
This is the first paper.
okay, okay, fine, ma. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, team from WCC. Now, Mr. Praveen from 3rd BCA will present his paper.
For students from WCC, if you want, you can disconnect. Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, R. Praveen from Unnavelant Arts and Science College. I am doing third year BCA department in Unnavelant College. Today, we will be discussing a critical topic: protecting privacy in the digital age, where we examine the current challenges to personal privacy, real case studies, and some effective strategies and legal frameworks to safeguard our digital lives. The abstract frames privacy as a fundamental human freedom, increasingly challenged in a cyberspace as possessed to the traditional physically world. It underlines that social media platforms, mobile applications, and big data technologies present both significant opportunities and heightened risk regarding personal data. The objective is stated clearly to investigate various privacy issues and propose effective protection mechanisms. Introduction. The introduction distinction between active and passive digital footprints is described. Active footprints arise from data intentionally shared by users, such as posts and profiles, whereas passive footprints are data collected in the background without users' explicit awareness, like location, tracking, and browsing history. Both type of data collection create risks such as misuse and cybercrime. The slide also introduced basic protective measures, including mindful sharing habits and controlling app permissions. This slide dives into the nature of privacy and digital footprints, listing the types of risks encountered, such as data breaches, cyber attacks, government surveillance, and pervasive collection of data through social media and big data technologies. These increases vulnerabilities such as the risk of identity theft and targeted manipulation through advertising, emphasizing how extensive digital footprints can be dangerous if improperly handled. Here, the presentation highlights the key examples of privacy threats, including globally recognized events like the Facebook Cambridge Analytics scandal, where personal data was manipulated for political outcomes, and India's Aadhaar data concerns, spotlighting the consequences of mass personal data collection. These cases amplify how privacy can be compromised on a large scale and urge for more stringent protective measures. The case studies give real world examples of privacy violations that lead to significant repercussions for individuals, companies, or governments. This example reinforce how critical improving privacy norms and enforcing regulations is in today's digital landscape. This slide focuses on approaches to safeguard our privacy. It stresses the importance of encryption to protect communication integrity, the use of privacy-centric tools such as VPNs and browsers that block trackers, and the adoption of strong password policies and multi-factor authentication. Additionally, it highlights the essential role of raising awareness and educating the public about privacy risks and safety practices. The legal and ethical framework section outlines the major privacy laws and regulations globally. It discusses the General Data Protection Regulation in Europe, California Consumers Privacy Act, and India's Personal Data Protection Bill. Nothing significant differences in their scopes and enforcement. The slide also touches on challenges faced in implementing and upholding these frameworks internationally. This slide introduces a data set compiled from various reports and surveys to analyze privacy and cybersecurity practices among users. It explains the attributes, including in the dataset, such as anonymized users' IDs, demographic information like age and gender, daily online duration, types of digital footprints, social media activity, frequency, privacy awareness scores, and incidents of data breaches, providing a basics for data-driven privacy improvement strategies. Now we came to the end of the topic. This conclusion emphasizes that privacy is not a static issue but continuously evolving alongside digital technology. It advocates for a cooperative approach involving individual companies and governments to uphold privacy standards. The slide reiterates that adopting safe digital practices, promoting transparency, and enhancing robust laws and imperative and ultimately protecting privacy protects the freedom and dignity of individuals in the digital era. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen. What is the key contribution, or where we can imply this? Any real world experiences that you can use your project? Any real world experiences or real world application where you must have come across many things for cyber security, privacy, so on. So, any one area that you can imply this?
Yes, ma'am. Nowadays, by login problem also, the customers are facing much more contributes. They are giving much more data, whether they are not knowing it's safe or what. And I face that while we log into any other apps or websites, it is not asking our permission to take much more knowledge about us. And there are some misactions that can be performed in the backside.
Thank you, Praveen.
Thus, we came to the end of the section. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. I now invite Mrs. Catherine Ida Shailu ma'am, Head, Head Department of Computer Science, to propose a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Department of Computer Science at Anna Violet Arts and Science College, I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to all who made Cluster Clave 25 such memorable event. First, our sincere thanks to our management, our chairman, Mr. N.R. Dhanabalan, Secretary, Mr. N.R.D. Premkumar, Joint Secretary, Dr. P.E.R. Premchand, and our principal, Dr. C. Inita Laban for their constant support and encouragement. As a big shout out to our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Paul Matthew, Dr. M. Jayakarthik, and Gaganpreet Kaur for sharing your expertise and sparking fresh ideas in all of us. To our dedicated organizing committee, faculty, and student volunteers, you kept everything running smoothly from registration to session, and we cannot thank you enough. And of course, to every participant and delegates, both in person and online, thank you for your energy, your questions, and your insightful presentation. You are the reason for this conference is alive with discussion and learning. As we wrap up, let's carry these new connections and ideas forward into our work and studies, and we look forward to see you at the next edition of Cluster Clave. Thank you, everyone.
जनगण मंगलदायक जय